Hey there, and welcome back to Talking High Performance with Belle. And today I'm talking about something that has the power to completely change how you show up in both your life and career. It's the difference between those who push forward no matter what and those who hesitate, waiting for the right time. Let me tell you something. The perfect time is a myth, and there's been many stages in my own life where I've said, I'll do this when that happens, or I'll follow that up when this happens. But the perfect time, it doesn't exist. So if you're waiting to feel ready and using that as an excuse, you'll be waiting forever. So the one thing that makes you truly unstoppable and that separates a high performer from the rest and allows you to reach your goals even faster is your ability to take action despite uncertainty. So today I'm going to dive a bit deeper and break down some things. I'm going to talk about the 3 biggest problems that hold us back. I talk about these a lot, but it's really important to really understand these 3 problems. How the people around you might be keeping you stuck without you even realizing it. So I'll talk a little bit about your circle and see if there's any patterns you can relate in your own life. And finally, I'll talk about how to build unstoppable momentum in your life, because it isn't about motivation, it's about strategy. Once we have a strategy and we've got a goal, it's much easier to work towards that. So what's really holding you back? So if you're feeling stuck, if you've been hesitating on making a move in your life, there's a reason. Most people don't hold themselves back because they're lazy. They hold themselves back because they're battling 1 or 3 of these things. The first one is fear and the question, what if I fail? So fear is a really big killer of dreams. And it's sneaky sometimes because it disguises itself as logic, and we tell ourselves things that seem logical. Could be things like, now's not the right time, or I need to do more research, or I'm comfortable in my current job, or I'll start once I feel more confident. But if we're being honest, confidence doesn't come before action. It's the courage to take action and to put ourselves out there that leads us to becoming more confident. So if we think about learning to drive, were you confident the first time you got behind the wheel? Maybe some people will say yes, but probably not. It's practice. It's practice that helps that confidence grow. It was the action that you took and the hours that you put in. And that's how everything works in life. The people who achieve extraordinary things don't do it because they have zero fear. They do it because they move forward despite the fear, knowing that there will be times when they will fail, and that's okay. The second problem is fatigue. I don't have the energy, I'm too tired, I'm feeling burnt out, I've got too much on my plate. So let's talk about energy. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if physically, mentally, emotionally you're drained, you won't take action. And if you do, it won't be at the same level as if you did have energy and you weren't fatigued. So this is why high performance is really important, and it's about energy management, not just time management. Managing our time is great, but in order for us to manage our time properly, we need to manage our energy better. So if you're always exhausted, you need to ask yourself, am I prioritizing sleep? Am I prioritizing my recovery time? Am I fueling my body properly? Am I making time to move? Because if you're constantly running on empty, or you're constantly telling yourself, I'm so busy, of course you'll hesitate to jump in and take bold action in areas that are really important to you. You can't be unstoppable if you're running on fumes. You need to put steps in place to build the energy that you need to achieve your goals. And the third problem is frustration. It could be, maybe I should quit. Nothing's working. They won't listen to me. And this one's a big one. And whenever I'm running workshops or speaking, this is the one that comes up the most. We live in a world where people expect instant results. And when they don't get them, they quit. And you see this with business owners all the time. That's why such a high percentage of business owners fail, because they're not ready to work through that frustration, to tweak what's not working, to get in on the other side. But here's the reality. Every successful person has faced a failure. Every person, many, many failures. The more successful they are, most likely the more failures they faced. And the difference is they don't let frustration stop them. They learn, they adapt, and they adjust their course. So if you've been putting in the work and you still feel stuck, ask yourself some questions. Do I need to change my strategy? Am I focusing on the right things? Am I being consistent enough to see results? Because frustration isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign to adjust, that something is not working or something could be done better. Then there's external factors that hold us back. And this is something that nobody likes to admit, but it's one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion, why people hesitate. And this is other people's opinions or the wrong environment. You could have the best strategy in the world, but if you surround yourself with people that don't believe in you, if you surround yourself with negativity, it will drag you down and it will cause you to doubt yourself. Some people will doubt you. Some people will question your decisions. Some people might even try and convince you to stay where you are, because if you grow, it may force them to look at their own excuses. And this happened when I was transitioning out of my previous business. There were lots of people that told me that I was crazy. There were lots of people that said, but you're comfortable where you are. That, if you're working, you don't need to love your job. If it's good, that's good enough. But you don't need permission to go after what you want. So you don't need validation from others to take action. If you're hesitating because of what other people think and you're handing them control over your future, it's time to take your power back. And this is where the circle that you surround yourself with really matters. Who are you spending the most time with? Are they lifting you up or are they holding you back? Are they challenging you to grow or keeping you comfortable? And I recognize this in my own life. When I have conversations with certain individuals, I feel super motivated, super driven, feel like I'm on track, I've got ideas. On the flip side of that, there are other people where I know that if I stay with them too long, I'll feel stagnant. Have you ever heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? And it's true. If you want to be unstoppable, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to feel passion, surround yourself with people who think bigger, who take action, who inspire you to level up. So what then? We've covered what holds people back. I want to talk about now how to move forward. If you want to build momentum in your life, there are 3 things you need to focus on. Number 1, and I just touched on this briefly, is who's in your circle. I can't stress it enough. The people that you surround yourself with and the environment that you create is everything. So find mentors, find communities, find coaches, networks that push you forward. Limit time with people who drain your energy or discourage your growth, and you know who they are. They may be bosses that don't want you to go for that promotion. They might be co-workers that are hindering your growth. It may be friends, it may be family. Limit your time with these people. And then join groups or masterminds where high performers hang out. There are groups that you can find everywhere to be inspired and to learn and to grow. Because when you're inspired and you're surrounded by driven people, you naturally start thinking and acting at a higher level. That's the first thing. So working out who's in your circle. The second one is, what are your habits? Momentum isn't about motivation. It's about your habits. It's about the strategy that you have. It's the small things that you do every day that add up over time. So ask yourself, do my mornings and my evening routines set me up for success? Am I prioritizing things that actually move the needle? Or am I just working to a list that doesn't really get me anywhere? Am I setting clear goals and tracking my progress? So how do you know that you're on track? How do you know that month on month, week on week, you're achieving what you want to achieve? Your habits that you create, they either build momentum or they kill it. So choose wisely. And then the third thing is, what's your vision? When we have clarity, it creates confidence. And we can take action. And the more action we take, the more confident that we feel. But clarity is the thing that allows us to go for that goal in the first place, because we know what we're striving for. If we don't have a clear vision for where we're going, it's easy to get distracted or to give up when things get tough. So ask yourself today, what do you want to create in your life? What excites you? What challenges you? Where do you see yourself in 2 months, 5 months, 1 year, 5 years? Because when you've got a vision, it becomes easier to take action because you know exactly what you're working towards. So today I encourage you to think about, what is the main thing holding you back? Fear, fatigue, frustration. Who are you surrounding yourself with? So who you surround yourself with changes everything. Who is in your circle? And what are you going to do to build unstoppable momentum in your life? I hope today's episode has been helpful. This is the start of an exciting, unstoppable journey that we're going to go on, moving through now these episodes. So until next time, live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life. Your coach, Bel. Are you feeling overwhelmed trying to balance work and life? If you're finding it hard to excel in these areas, it may be time for a change. The Elevate with Bel membership offers a practical solution designed to help you regain control and achieve your goals. With this membership, you'll join a community of ambitious individuals committed to real results. Twice a month, you can participate in live sessions where you'll receive actionable strategies and insights to boost your productivity and work-life balance. And if you can't attend live, all the sessions will be recorded for your convenience. You'll also have opportunities to engage with guest experts and attend exclusive events throughout the year. If you're struggling with productivity, you can learn some effective time management techniques. If you're feeling burnt out, you can get some strategies for better work-life integration. And if you're lacking energy, I can help you with tools to help you stay motivated and inspired throughout the day. And this is just an example of some of the things we'll be covering. So if you're ready to make a change, then join the Elevate with Bel membership today and let's start achieving the results you've been aiming for.